Good evening and welcome to the first TurboLust podcast with the founder of the project, Dario Patinha. I'll be the host of this podcast. My name is Inga and I'm from Hospital Radio Basingstoke. I work as a presenter and we are so proud to have you as the very first one to talk about this project, and thank you for accepting to have this chat tonight. Dario, TurboLust sounds very catchy and very interesting. So tell us why this name in particular, and why you decided exactly today to start your first YouTube session.
Oh, good evening, and thank you so much for coming and for hosting the very first live TurboLust music project podcast. It is an honor for me to have you guys supporting me, and that means a lot. As for the why today, that's actually a very good question. I decided that I didn't want to delay any further the going live with a YouTube channel and also the creation of a website. And during Christmas holidays, I was sitting after lunchtime and something just came to my mind and said, that's it. I'm gonna push it for 2026 and make sure that on the first weeks of the new year, I'm gonna go live and have the chance of creating something that I've dreamt for a while, and where I can give the chance and opportunity for anyone around the world to come and listen independent music. Regarding your other question, TurboLust, why the name? It's a catchy one, isn't it?
Yes.
Just stays on the
So
tongue.
just when you read it, you look at it and you think, tell us, what is it?
Well, now when I was creating the name, I was thinking about intensity, about unstoppable hunger for music, that desire to create something new, to go further, to be bolder. So the name is related to all that energy that comes from your passion, your desire for, in my case, the love of music, the love of sound, and the creation of it as well.
Looks like your Latin origin, isn't it?
Well,
Speaks now.
I am from Portugal, which is, many people don't consider it, but we are also Latins, and definitely that runs in my blood, and it's also part of my passion for music. And so let's say that I wanted to create a name that would go with the music that I produce and the music that I do, which is wild, energetic, bold, adventurous, and hopefully will bring lots of love, joy, happiness, laugh, and good times on the dance floors or even at home to everyone.
Well, your music styles, what are they different? Tell us.
That's a good question. So far I have not, how can I put it? I create a lot of music in different styles. At this point, I have to say that I don't have a style that I like more than the other one. Definitely Latin music, it's a little bit more on my blood and quite more often on my mind as I create, let's say, probably Call of the Blood.
Yeah.
But I love creating, for example, epic musics about history, about situations, moments in history as well. Let's take, for example, the Roman Empire, which everybody loves the Roman Empire. There was this study a couple of years ago that came up saying that people think about the Roman Empire 2/3 of the day.
Does it mean you like history?
I do love history quite a lot. And so the creation of something that is epic is also on my blood. It's absolutely love writing and then creating epic musics. It's something that fulfills my other side. We have that Latin fire, and then we have that beautiful, atmospheric, and very dreamy, epic music. I also create rock music, music in Portuguese. I have even created music in Lithuanian. So I'm quite, I can adjust and I can blend into any genre and be creative. If the passion is there, creativity just comes along.
So, in which other languages do you create your music? Is it just these two languages or any other?
Now I've created in Spanish, Portuguese, English, Lithuanian. I tried my I tried I tried once in Russian as well, just for the fun.
Wow.
It came up very, very nicely. Actually, quite a nice folk music. Pass it on to a couple of persons to listen to it, and the feedback was really good. It's very catchy. I'm planning to probably also explore a little bit more on French as well. Don't know, Italian most likely, and then just go where the sound takes me.
I heard what you are attending the DJ course in London Sound Academy, so it's an interesting step. What does it teach you and how it contributes to your music project? If you can share a little bit.
Yes, of course. I decided to go and take a professional DJ course, as I believe that it will help me to better understand also on a professional side how to do the mixings, how to understand the beatings, the phrasings, the creation of the music, and also how to be confident with myself and the music I produce and the music I write when one day I go out and DJ for people, for a crowd. It's different when you create at home than when you are out and about with people looking at you, people coming to talk to you, people having requests coming to you. I found that I've done it before, and I found it amazing. The experience was amazing, but it's also a bit overwhelming if you don't know everything that you need on your deck and on your DJ set. Don't know how to behave, then you prone to make mistakes. So I believe that taking this step to go and learn a professional course of how to be a DJ and how to understand the music from a DJ point of view, that will definitely contribute a lot to my experience and what I want to achieve with TurboLust.
Definitely, I agree with you. So it's a great step.
Thank
just
you.
to working on this project and taking this professional approach. And are you a musician by profession?
No, not completely the other way.
It's even more interesting.
I'm a musician by passion. Let's say, like, it's something that I always had inside. Music is a passion. I always loved music. I don't know. I have so many CDs, vinyls, and I remember the very first time I listened to radio was on my grandfather backyard, and I remember so clear. We were sitting down and just eating some grapes, and he had this white and red radio, and we're talking about a radio that was probably from the late 50s or early 60s, and I just love it. And he was constantly listening the radio every time that he was out in the yard or inside the house, and TV was not a thing back in the days.
Yes.
So radio was very present, and people would sit around the radio and just enjoy the music, and it was so good that that passion just started to build up. And when I started to grow older, become a teenager and so on, I mean, music was just like breathing to me. It just embedded into my personality.
Well, it seems you have a plan then. So what do you think where this project would take you? What's your dream? So in like few years time or even further down on that lane?
What I dream and what might come might be the same or might be different. What I want to be sure is that whatever the road takes me, it's that the passion and the creativity and the dream will always be there and alive. Sometimes we can be successful or we can just be another one in the crowd, but as long as you keep that fire inside you and that passion burning, you can go further, and there's nothing that can tell you, or no one that can tell you you cannot do it. Actually, you can.
I agree with you completely.
I believe that I would love in the future to, for example, to have someone playing my music either in a club or a live band performing the music that I write and create and produce. Or my biggest dream, and it's like a mountain dream, but mountains exist so we can climb them.
Everything starts from a dream, isn't it?
Exactly. So my biggest dream will be, I have this album that I'm still writing and producing called Legions of Rome. And I'll be realized as a professional composer, producer, lyricist when I'll be sitting in the first row watching a band perform live that album, which is an epic album. It's an epic music album about the Legions of Rome.
Does it include some choir sections?
Yes, quite a lot.
Oh, very powerful, very
choirs, tenors, and I forgot the name.
But when we see it live, of course, it would be very exciting and very.
I believe it will be. It's and just to conclude about the dream. Sorry, and my dream would be to have that done inside the Colosseum, which is, of course, as I said, it's a dream, but definitely that will be the peak of my realization.
I wanted also to ask this evening about what inspires you to create this music.
What inspires me? I would say everything around me, people around me, friends, family, work colleagues, anything that goes on your life, anything from your past, anything from what you have experienced, like traveling, for example. Every time you go abroad, or even here in England, if you travel to different places, different locations, your experience is just that experience. You might see something that gets your attention and you say, I would love to write about that. Or you can be sitting somewhere and listening that music from back in the days, and just the sound just triggers something in you, and you say, this is interesting. I might want to do something similar, or I might want to create something to surpass what I'm listening. Or let's say on your daily life, even when I'm going, let's say when I'm riding on the tube, and it's quite an experience here in London anyway. But you if you pay attention, there are so many situations that you can use for your music creativity in the tube, outside the tube, on the streets, on your workplace, on your personal life. Just pay attention, they are there around you. So that drives me quite a lot. And because I'm an immigrant on this country, and I use my past experience as well, the good things, the bad things, it doesn't matter, as long as it gives you that drive, that passion, and that can create that click inside you, and you just use it, you just create from that.
Earlier when I talked to you, you mentioned about music concerts, theaters, West End shows, even this local
Pantos?
Local cathedral in Winchester or in St. Paul's Cathedral, a few concerts you attended. And I know you like concerts in general and theaters. So what about these things?
Well, I have to say, as I mentioned earlier, music was always present in my life from early days. And I do love a good concert. And to me, a good concert doesn't mean like pop concert or a rock concert. It means having the pleasure of sitting or standing somewhere and enjoying what's being played. It can be like a Christian choir, for example, can be a heavy metal rock in an arena, or it can be a nice pop. Like, I'll give an example. Like, recently I went to see live the ABBA Experience, and it was amazing. At the point I was actually sitting down. Probably I was the only person sitting down while everybody else was standing, clapping, dancing, because I wanted to just take in for 1 minute all that vibration, all that passion, all that love, all that happiness that was going around me, and that also the connection between the performers and the public. And for me, that was amazing. So I learned a lot on that night as well. So I love any kind of music. I love to go to concerts, to go to musicals, to attend a nice choir, to go to heavy metal if I can, which I like. It's part of what I like as well.
Even though the local events.
The local events as well.
Like
local
from amateurs performance.
Even street performers. I tend to stop by and listen, and every now and then I'll take the time, if I have it at the moment, to chat with them for a little bit, because they are live performers. They have that passion for the music. They have that drive to go out there, and also that confidence to go out there and perform in the street for thousands of people that are just passing by. Some will pay attention, some will not pay attention. So that takes a lot of someone to be able to go there and just expose yourself and say, hey, this is me, I'm singing, I'm doing what I like. So I love that scenarios, and it's just amazing.
That's quite natural, no? If a person can just do whatever they feel so, and they can just produce and that music and just share with others.
I believe that if music is a passion for you, definitely you need to share that with the people around you. And if you have the drive to go further, like it happened to me, one day I just decided I love music, so why not do something about it? Instead of just putting 2,000 musics on my MP3 or on my phone and go about and listen, why not creating? Why not understanding how to produce, how to write, how to use what I have written before in my past years. I started writing when I was 19 years old, and now at 49, I think I have so much material that I could use, and I decided to do something about it. I just connected my passion for the music with what I wanted to do myself, meaning write my own musics, learn how to produce, learn how to make a music from ground zero to the point where it can be released on an album, on a CD, on a vinyl, or just online on a streaming.
Sounds like a massive inspiration to me.
It was, and actually the trigger was situations that occurred recently in my life, and I decided that I have wasted enough time, and I wanted to pursue things that I absolutely loved, and music was on top of it, and here I am.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. And your lyrics and your AI, artificial intelligence, so how they are connected, that music, words, like seems you can hear like so naturally everything coming all together. How all these things work together? Maybe you can explain what are you doing in background?
So that's a very good question. Thank you. So what I do, all the lyrics are written by me, and definitely I'm not a singer. Not even in the shower. I'm just not a singer. So I needed to find someone to sing the musics that I was creating, and because I also don't have a lot of people around me that I know that can sing, or at the time I didn't. So I needed to create someone that could sing. There comes the AI. Nowadays we are so advanced on artificial intelligence, and I'm not someone that will say don't use it. I am someone that will say use it as a tool, as a supportive tool to what you are doing as a musician, as a lyricist, as a producer. Let's be clear, everybody uses it. The big names in the music industry use it. The big studios, they use it. Everybody uses it. So why not you use it yourself? Not to fully produce something for you, because that will be faking, and that will not be you. But if you use some parts of artificial intelligence as a supportive tool, I needed someone that could sing. I created singers with artificial intelligence.
It means you have men voices, women voices,
choir voices, any voices, and in any language. So I closed the gap to the singers that I needed. And also, not only artificial intelligence, there are a ridiculous amount of programs out there that you can use to make music, like out of the blue. For example, you can use GarageBand, you can add Audacity, you can use Lander. So many, they are there, just out there. Just go out and find them, and you can create the music you want. And then, of course, if you're not a singer like me, just pick up one of the many available artificial intelligence softwares around and create a voice. You can even clone your own voice or your friend's voice and then make them professional singers.
Nowadays, so many things every day seems we are more and more advanced, and you sometimes you don't even know what is next in that story. And your lyrics, if you can share a bit more, so you create them on your own in different languages, and looks like you also have IT skills to combine everything, so it's a combination of everything.
It doesn't take much to combine nowadays. Google is your friend, like everybody says. I only write in Portuguese. I do write a lot. All the lyrics are written by myself, as I mentioned earlier, and then I translate to actually this was not 100% accurate. I write in Portuguese and in English, but for example, for my Lithuanian and the Russian experiences, I had to use translators and make sure that when I was translating, I would keep the musicality of what I wanted to translate. So some words will need to be changed because they sound good in Portuguese, but probably they don't sound that good in Russian. So you need to adjust, and that is also part of the how can I explain it? It's also part of the love for what you're building.
Part of your journey.
It's part of the journey, and also you need to love what you're doing, because otherwise you just say, yeah, it sounds good in Portuguese, so let's just translate it to Russian or to Lithuanian or to English. Yeah, definitely it's not gonna sound the same because the languages are different.
The beats are different as well.
Mostly the composition, the wording, how it sounds in one language, it doesn't sound the same way music wise on the other language. So you need to adjust to that, and it's a challenge because I don't speak Russian. So I had to find a software that would tell me this and that points you need to change because the musicality is just not there.
I'm sure if you would talk with some native speakers, some mother tongue speakers, they would straight away advise you but it's fun to do these few languages together in the same piece and the same song. And you mentioned earlier about Spanish language as well, so it's one of the common spoken languages in the world after others. So
it's the second.
I think so, yeah. So it means people can listen that beat in English and afterwards, wow, like that other thing is just in the Spanish language. So I think
I'll give you a connection to your previous question. So imagine that I'm writing Latin music. Mostly I will write in Spanish. I also write quite a few in Portuguese, but let's say that I'm writing in Spanish, and the Latin is very rhythmic, very passionate, very fiery. So definitely the sound of a Latin music, if I just translate word by word to, let's say, English, it's not gonna sound the same. It's gonna sound out of place, out of order, because the musicality of the language is not the same. It sounds amazing in Spanish and it's very danceable, very catchy, thank you. But then in English might not be, because the language is so different, flows on a different way. So you need to adjust it. And it's, as you mentioned earlier, it's part of the journey as an artist to be able to embrace that changes and just see where you can give that same passion to the music that you created in one language, and make sure that the person listening in another language, if you want to translate that same music, it's gonna feel the same passion, the same vibe, the same vibration, the same willingness to let me jump on that dance floor and just spin around.
Well, it has been a really interesting conversation tonight, and I wanted to ask most likely the last question about hospital radio Basingstoke. What's your connection with that thing, and if you can tell a bit more?
So I know quite a few of the radio presenters in that, and the whole team is amazing. I have to say they're quite a funny bunch, and we've been out a few times, and I also went to support one of the presenters that did the panto, and it was really funny. Last year there was this hospital awards ceremony, and I decided to create like a hymn, a hospital hymn, and I offered it to the radio, and it was played when they received the award. And for me it was an honor to contribute in the only way I could contribute, because I don't work in the hospital, and at the present I'm also not part of the hospital radio team. It might change in the future, we never know, but
if you're not so busy.
If I'm not so busy,
you are welcome.
Thank you. I'll take that offer at some point. But now seriously, it was an honor to me to be able to write something for you guys. And when I was told that it was actually passed on when the team was receiving the award, I felt amazing. I don't even have a word to describe it. I just felt amazing.
It's so unique and so personal, and when you know, sometimes you think in the olden times, how long would it take to create a piece of music? You know, you need to have a band, you need to have the instruments, someone who is playing the instruments, the singers, and so on. But nowadays, it seems you just can do it in a so fast speed.
That depends what you want to achieve. You can do it very fast, that is absolutely true. You can probably do it in a day or even less than that. But ask yourself this question: is that a musician? Most likely it is not, because if you just press a keyboard or a key on a keyboard, that's what I wanted to say, and you create, not you but a computer creates something for you, that is not really your creation, that is not really yourself. It's just something that is created out of some artificial intelligence, as you were talking earlier. But a normal music, even with all the software that you can find online, all the creative tools that you can bring around you to support you to create something, it takes time. All
the good things take time.
True. You don't make a music in one day or 1 week, sometimes not even a month, because it starts with an idea. Then you need to put that idea in writing. Then when you are writing, probably as you write, things will change. So your first idea, it's not already the same one that you are writing now, because as you were going through the writing, your mind is picking up on other things and trying to adjust to what you're writing and giving you. I just feel so many ideas when I'm writing. It's sometimes my original idea is changed or transformed so much from my first point to my final destination, because this is creativity. That That's how humans work. You are creative yourself, and that you think about something, but the journey from the first thought of it to the completion of it, it's quite a long journey, and you adjust many times along the way. It's not a straight road. It's like a S road, constant S's, going up and down like a roller coaster. And this is the beauty of it. This is how you feel. For me, this is how I feel connected to music. It's to be able to have that creativity, to be able to express myself through the music, through what I write, through what I listen at the end when the music is complete. And yeah, definitely, if you want to do music, you cannot just press a key on a keyboard, and because that's not making music. That's just using a tool to create something for you. It's not something that you are creating. So AI, for me, to close on that chapter, it's just a tool to assist me on things that I'm still not comfortable with, or things that I need a little bit more knowledge, which I don't have at the moment, at the present. And it also helps you to, again, the same example, I got a singer. Actually, I got like 5 or 10 singers now because I cannot sing. Being able to create something through AI, it is AI, the voices are AI, but it's part of what I create. The voices are based on people that I know. The sounds, the way they sing, the way the, how can I say it, accents, everything is from what I see around me, what I know around me. And again, it's just using whatever is around you when you're doing music, when you're creating music, when you're thinking about music. Just use what is around you.
Thank you, Dario. It was really great to talk to you, to know about your brand, about your project.
Thank you.
More, and I wish you all the best. It was Dario Patinha from TurboLust project and Inga Domanšytė from Hospital Radio Basingstoke.
Thank you so much, Inga. It was a pleasure to be here today. Thank you guys for inviting me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.